Okay, what if I told you there are 5 pretty simple exercises that could literally help you feel and move like you did 20 years ago? I know. We kind of just accept that getting weaker is part of the deal with aging, but what if it's not? Science is now showing us a way to actually reverse some of that in just a matter of weeks. So let's get into it. Let's just put the question right out there. Can you really feel and move like you're 20 years younger? Is it actually possible to wind back the clock on your strength, on your mobility, to get back that zip you had decades ago? Well, believe it or not, the answer from science is a huge yes. The whole key is to stop thinking of weakness as something that just happens. Instead, we need to understand and fight back against this one specific, kind of hidden condition that just takes off like a rocket after age 50. And that hidden condition, it has a name. It's called sarcopenia. It sounds complicated, but the Greek roots are pretty simple. Sarx for flesh and penia for loss, so literally flesh loss. It's the official term for that age-related muscle decline. And this isn't just about not being able to lift heavy things. This is a big deal. We now know it's one of the main reasons for frailty and those really dangerous falls. You know, the story of how we figured this out is pretty wild. Scientists actually came up with the term sarcopenia way back in 1989. But get this, it took 30 years until 2019 for it to be officially recognized as a real medical condition. And here's the best part, the really hopeful part. Just this year, a huge study proved that sarcopenia isn't just something you can slow down, you can actually reverse it, and in as little as 12 weeks. Okay, so if it's reversible, how do we actually do it? What's the secret? Well, it's not just about hitting the gym and hoping for the best. There's a golden rule, you could say, that makes all the difference. And to see it in action, let's look at a real person story. Meet Adrian. He's 60, and after a bad back injury, things got tough. He was struggling to walk even to his own mailbox. Forget about gardening, forget about playing with his grandkids, it just wasn't happening. But then, in just a few short weeks, his entire life turned around. So what happened? It all came down to this one simple number, 20%. That was his secret weapon. All he had to do was increase his walking and exercise time by just 20% each week. See? Not some crazy impossible goal, just a tiny, consistent, totally doable step forward. And that brings us to the most important point of all. You have to treat this like a marathon, not a sprint. Going all out with super intense workouts, that's a recipe for frustration, or worse, getting hurt. The real magic happens with slow, steady, gradual improvement. That's how you build strength that actually sticks around. And this approach actually has a scientific name. It's called progressive strength training. And honestly, it's considered the absolute gold standard for beating back muscle loss. It's all about that consistent, gradual progress. So let's see how we can apply this idea to those 5 key exercises we talked about. All right, first up is the big one, the squat. This is truly the foundation for, well, everything. Just think about it. How many times a day do you sit and stand? Get in and out of a car? Bend down to pick something up? See? You're squatting all day long. That's why this exercise is so critical, especially after 50. It trains the exact movements you need for real life. Okay, so here's how you do it right. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Now, as you breathe in, I want you to imagine you're about to sit down in a chair that's just a little bit behind you. Send your hips back first, keep that chest proud and your back nice and straight. Then, as you breathe out, drive through your heels and stand tall. You'll definitely feel it in your legs and your butt, but pay attention to your core too. It's working hard to keep you steady. A great goal to start with is 2 sets of 10 reps. Now listen, everyone's at a different level, and that is perfectly okay. If you're just starting out, literally use a chair. Sit down slowly, with control, and then stand back up. Try not to use your hands to push off, but hey, if you need the arm rests for a little boost, use them. And when you start feeling stronger, you can make it harder by holding a dumbbell or even a heavy book right at your chest. Okay, let's move on to exercises 2 and 3, which are all about your core and your balance. Think of this as your stability center. Having a strong core isn't just about looks. It's absolutely crucial for preventing falls and just standing tall and feeling confident. For our core, we're going to do a modified crunch. And I love this version because it keeps your neck and back safe. So lie on your back with your knees bent. Now, before you do anything else, just gently pull your belly button down towards the floor. Feel those deep abs turn on? Good. Now, as you exhale, just slide your hands up towards your knees, lifting just your head and shoulder blades off the floor. The whole point is to feel your abs doing the work, not yanking on your neck. Let's shoot for 2 sets of 15. And please remember this, it's not a competition to see how high you can go. A tiny, controlled lift, maybe just an inch or 2, is way more effective than a big, sloppy one. That's a fantastic place to start. And then as you get stronger, sure, maybe you lift a little higher or you hold a small weight on your chest. It's all about quality over quantity. Next up, we have the reverse lunge. This one is just brilliant for building single leg strength and really challenging your balance. So stand next to a sturdy chair, hold on for support, take a nice big step straight back with one foot. Now lower your body down, bending both knees until your front thigh is about parallel to the floor. Keep that chest up. Then push off your back foot to come back to the starting position. Let's try for one set of 10 reps on each side.
And hey, if your knees are talking to you, listen, there's no need to push through pain. You can just do a mini lunge where you only go down a little bit. You still get a ton of the balance benefits that way. Once you're feeling rock solid, maybe you try letting go of the chair. And from there, the next step is to hold some light dumbbells in each hand.
All right, we're on the home stretch. Our last two exercises are all about powering your daily life. I'm talking about the strength you need to carry in all the groceries in one trip, push open one of those heavy glass doors, or get up off a soft couch without doing that little oomph first. Okay, the modified push-up. This is an absolute game changer for building upper body strength. You're going to start on your hands and knees. Now, the most important part is to create a straight line from your head all the way to your knees. Squeeze your core. Don't let your hips sag down. From there, lower your chest down towards the floor, and then push yourself right back up. Every rep builds that real-world strength we just talked about. Let's go for 2 sets of 10. And if you're thinking, no way I can't do a push-up, think again. Start with the wall. Seriously, stand a couple of feet away, put your hands on the wall, and just do your push-ups there. It's a fantastic starting point. When that feels easy, move to the kitchen counter. Then maybe a sturdy coffee table. You see the progression? You work your way down until eventually you're on the floor. And then, who knows, maybe even a full push-up on your toes. And last but not least, the glute bridge. This one looks simple, but wow, is it powerful for your long-term mobility. It's basically the antidote to sitting all day, waking up those sleepy glute muscles. Just lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Then drive through your heels and lift your hips up to the sky. At the very top, give your glutes a big squeeze. This simple move strengthens the exact muscles you need to walk strong, climb stairs, and just move with power. And again, start small. Even if you just lift your hips an inch off the floor, you're doing it right. You'll still feel those muscles fire up. And if you want a real challenge down the line, try doing it with one leg in the air. That'll test your stability for sure. So let's put it all together. Here's your anti-aging action plan. First, know that sarcopenia is a real thing, but the amazing news is it's reversible. Second, remember the golden rule. Aim for that gradual 20%-ish progress each week. Third, always think marathon, not a sprint. Consistency is everything. And finally, just focus on these 5 exercises, starting at whatever level feels right for you. Do that, and you are well on your way to reclaiming your strength and your independence. Which really just leaves us with one final and maybe the most important question. Because this isn't really about doing squats and push-ups. It's about what those exercises give you back. The freedom, the capability. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What will you do with your stronger future?